Here I am going to start with the new topic of chapter molecular basis of inheritance. So before going to start, first revise our previous class content that we have already completed some point of DNA on previous class or in the previous class, or let us discuss about the content of the previous class. Now the DNA is formed by the polynucleotide chain, where the two polynucleotide chain present in opposite direction or antiparallel to each other, so that they easily get formed. The hydrogen bond in between the two polynucleotide chain easily form, and that's why the two nucleotide chain held together by the double or triple hydrogen bond, and by the double and triple hydrogen bond only form in between the nitrogenous bases. Now on the basis of these base pair vary in different organism, and the number of these base pair vary in different organism. For example, bacteriophage 5174 only have the 5386 base pair. Now in bacteriophage lambda have some greater amount of nitrogenous bases if compared to the 5174. Now in bacteriophage lambda have the 48,502 nitrogenous bases or base pair are present in the bacteriophage lambda. In Escherichia coli, the 4.6 into 10 to the power 6 base pair are present, or in human quite different or quite larger genetic material are present. The haploid content of chromosome have the 3.3 into 10 to the power 9 base pair. Now this is quite different or quite large as compared to the other organism or Escherichia coli or bacteriophage, for example. Now the DNA molecule formed by the two polynucleotide chain, where the length of DNA molecule varies in different organism, about 2.2 meter in human. If we discuss in meter, so base pair, and if we discuss how many base pair long the DNA content of human, so 6.6 into 10 to the power 9 base pair present in diploid content of human. Now as we discussed in previous class, the DNA polynucleotide chain formed by the so many nucleotide, and each nucleotide formed by the three content or three compounds. These three compounds are nitrogenous bases. There are two type of nitrogenous bases, purine or pyrimidine. In the purine, adenine and guanine are nitrogenous bases, and in pyrimidine, thymine and cytosine nitrogenous bases are present. Now the sugar is pentose sugar, where in DNA molecule deoxyribose nucleic acid, the full form is, so deoxyribose, that means the pentose sugar is simply deoxyribose. The meaning of this sentence is simply the 2' position of carbon lacks the hydroxyl group. That's why the DNA ribose of DNA molecule is deoxy. That means कि oxygen lacks, or simply hydroxyl group lack on the position of 2' of carbon. Now because they make the 2' carbon lacks hydroxyl group, because they make DNA molecule more stable as compared to the RNA molecule, where RNA molecule have simply the 2' have oxygen or hydroxyl molecule on 2' position. Now the third compound is phosphate group, so with two negative charge. So that's why the DNA molecule is negatively charged nucleic acid, or where the due to the presence of phosphate group, or synthesis always takes place, the DNA molecule synthesized in the direction of 5' to 3', because the 5' phosphate, the 5' on the 5' carbon phosphate group attach with the free nucleotide, and the 3' hydroxyl group always attract the 5' phosphate group. So that's why the synthesis always takes place in the direction of 5' to 3'. In direction, that means कि जो phosphate group the phosphate group attack on the 3' carbon. So that's with the removal of one water molecule, finally the phosphodiester bond form in between the 5' carbon and 3' carbon with the help of phosphate group. Or that's why the phosphate bond is known as phosphodiester bond, because two ester bond formation occur during the formation of phosphate bond. Now the pentose sugar or nitrogenous base held together by the bond present in between the nitrogenous base and pentose sugar is actually n glycosidic linkage. With the help of n glycosidic linkage, the pentose sugar and nitrogenous base and pentose sugar is actually n glycosidic linkage. With the help of n glycosidic linkage, the pentose sugar and phosphate bond pentose sugar and nitrogenous base held together by the n glycosidic linkage, and in between the nitrogenous base there are two double and triple hydrogen bond present in between the nitrogenous bases. So overall revision of DNA molecule we have done. Now let us move to the today's topic, that is packaging of DNA. So before packaging of DNA, first we discuss about the how the DNA molecule structure of DNA molecule discovered by the Watson and Crick. Now the structure of DNA molecule. First, as we already some features we have already discussed in previous class, but the structure of DNA molecule based on the Watson and Crick, because the discovery actually done by the Watson and Crick based on the X-ray diffraction given by Rosalind Franklin and Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. So by the X-ray diffraction, he concluded that the DNA molecule is formed by the double helical polynucleotide chain. Polynucleotide chain where the phosphate group present on the opposite side or towards the outer side of the DNA molecule, not the inner side of DNA molecule. In previous, the Pauling, who discovered the protein molecule, actually said the phosphate group present in between the two polynucleotide chain towards the inner side of the nucleotide chain, but later because such a large group, phosphate group, which have the 4 oxygen molecule also have 2 negative charges, cannot be stable in between the polynucleotide chain, or two such groups, such large group create hindrance or repel each other, so that's make the DNA more or less stable molecule. So because the DNA always exists in the double helical structure, that's why they represents, or this double helical structure only stable when the DNA have their phosphate group on outer region of the polynucleotide chain, according to the Watson and Crick. So the Watson and Crick give the DNA double helical model, or according and their structure double helical model. DNA double helical model or double helical structure. Double helical structure according to the X-ray diffraction. According to the X-ray diffraction, X-ray diffraction given by Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. Rosalind Franklin in 1953. So given in 1953. In 1953, and according to the Watson and Crick, the X-ray, on the basis of X-ray diffraction, it was just a double helical structure where given by the Watson and Crick, that the double helical structure, DNA double helical structure is stable on the nucleosomes, or they wrap around the histone protein and to form the nucleosome. Or that's why the negatively charged DNA molecule is more stable when they wrap around the histone protein. When they wrap around, when they wrap around the histone protein. So let us discuss the silent feature of DNA molecule. The silent feature of DNA molecule is that both the strands are anti-parallel in direction. Both the polynucleotide chain present in anti-parallel direction according to the Watson and Crick. The structure was given by the Watson and Crick in 1953 according to the X-ray diffraction model given by the Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. So according to the Watson and Crick, what are the silent features of the DNA molecule? So the DNA molecule have or formed by the polynucleotide chain. Two polynucleotide chains. The polynucleotide chains are two in number and both are anti-parallel in direction. The direction of polynucleotide chains are anti-parallel to each other. So both are present in the anti-parallel direction, that is the polarity of the chains are 3' to 5' in direction, and one strand lies in the direction of 3' to 5' in direction, and the other one lies in direction other or second strand lies in the direction or present in the direction of 5' to 3' in direction. Now both the strand held together by the hydrogen bond with the help of hydrogen double or triple hydrogen bond. So both strand held together by double and triple hydrogen bond. Double and triple hydrogen bonds. Double and triple hydrogen bonds, and these double or triple hydrogen bonds only form in between the adenine and guanine adenine and thymine according to the Chargaff rules. That is all. Adenine always form bond with thymine, and guanine always form bond with cytosine, and vice versa. So thymine always the bond formation occur in between the adenine and thymine and the cytosine and guanine, and the number of hydrogen bond in between the purine or pyrimidine depends upon the adenine and structure, because adenine and thymine are quite similar in structure, so that due to the presence of nitrogen and hydrogen, the hydrogen bond formation occur in between the adenine and thymine. So the bond formation occur in between the adenine or thymine are actually double and triple hydrogen bond formation occur in between the adenine or thymine. So adenine form double hydrogen bond with thymine, and guanine form triple hydrogen bond with cytosine. So cytosine, they form the double or triple hydrogen bond and the structure is as we already discussed in previous class, the length of these DNA molecule depend upon the different organism, but because the in human BDNA is present, that is right-handed rotate towards the right-handed DNA. That's why they are also known as right-handed DNA, because the rotation of the two helical towards each other on the right-hand side. So that's why they are right hand DNA, and this is also known as bDNA. Now the bDNA, the nitrogenous bases in the bDNA, every one coil have the 10 base pair, and the length of this one coil is about 34 angstrom, or the length in between the two nitrogenous bases is about 3.4 angstrom. So total the number of 10 base pair present in one coil, and the length of one coil is about 34 angstrom, and the length in between the two nitrogenous bases are actually, we can also understand with the help of diagram easily this. So let us draw the diagram of DNA molecule so that we can easily understand the structure of DNA molecule. What is the coil, the length of coil, and the number of nitrogenous bases. Now if we draw, as we already discussed in previous class, so because here is the structure on the basis of Forster and Crick and X-ray diffraction, so we can again we have to study this structure again. Now here is the structure of DNA molecule, double helical structure. One strand have the direction of 5' to 3', or present in the direction of 5' to 3', and another one is with 3' to 5' in direction. That shows the anti-parallel in direction of both direction of both the strand. Now here is the nitrogenous bases, and the bond formation in between the nitrogenous bases shows by the line. Now the length of one coil, here is length of one coil is about, here is one coil, and the length of one coil is about 34 angstrom. 34 angstrom, or distance in between the two nitrogenous bases are 3.4 angstrom, and the number of nitrogenous bases which is present in in the length of 34 angstrom are 10 base pairs present, in the length of 34 angstrom. So the length, the distance in between the two that's why the distance in between the two nitrogenous bases are 3.4 angstrom, and the width of the DNA molecule about 20 angstrom. This could be also written as 2 nanometer if we write in the form of nanometer. So all the data varies. 3.4 nanometer here is, and 0.34 nanometer, and here it can be written as 2 nanometer. So all the data change in the nanometer. So let us discuss about the packaging of DNA molecule. How the DNA molecule pack around the histone protein to form the nucleosome, and what is the nucleosome model of DNA molecule. Now if we draw the structure of DNA molecule, nucleosome model, the packaging of DNA molecule in the chromosome molecule. So DNA converted into, how the DNA molecule converted into chromosome molecule. So start with the previous knowledge. Packaging of DNA molecule. So packaging of DNA molecule is important during is very important for the division of DNA molecule in the during the metaphase. The chromosome form or packaging of DNA molecule occurs, and the tight packaging of DNA molecule occurs for the division of chromosome in the two cells. That is because cells are undergoing in division, so that if DNA is not divided in two parts, so the second cell which is formed by the division actually not fully or said to be not in proper manner, so that is the main cause of the mutation. If the chromosomes are not present in the second, if the second cell is not have the proper or constant amount of chromosome or constant amount of genetic material, so that create the mutation in the second cell, or that actually disturb the whole phenomena of the reproduction too, or the formation of somatic cell too. Sometime we have already discussed in the cancer formation, there is not proper separation of chromosome takes place, or due to the activation of oncogenes, that the cell is converted into cancerous cell, and they undergoes in rapid division. So due to the rapid division, there is again due to the not condensation of chromosome, or not fully division of the chromosome in the two cell, the one cell is not get formed properly, or not able to do their function properly. So that's why the packaging of DNA is so important. First, the DNA molecule. If we discuss about the width of DNA molecule, so before going to wrapping around the nucleus, wrapping around the histone protein, the DNA molecule, the length of DNA, or width of DNA molecule is about 2 nanometer. If we write in this, as we already know, the angstrom, in angstrom 20 angstrom, or in nanometer, it can be written as 2 nanometer. Now, the packaging of DNA molecule occur, and they wrap around the nucleosome to wrap around the histone protein to form the nucleosome. For example, here is the wraparound. Now the formation of these wrapping of chromosome around the histone protein, the length of these nucleosome are said to be chromatin fibers. This is also known as chromatin fiber, and the length of these fiber, that is when the DNA wrap around the histone protein, they form the nucleosome. That nucleosome structure also known to be chromatin fiber, and the DNA molecule exist in this, inside the nucleus. They exist in this phase, not in this phase. They always exist in this phase. Whenever they need to unwrapping of DNA molecule for the gene expression and for the protein synthesis, the small portion of DNA molecule, unwrapping of small portion of DNA molecule done by the different enzyme or different protein, and the transcription occur, that is formation of that what the cell need for the synthesis of enzyme or protein, and which enzyme is need for the cell. That a small portion of DNA molecule open, then transcription occur, where the code just copied on the mRNA molecule to form, just copied on the mRNA molecule. That's why the mRNA molecule is termed as the messenger RNA. So that's because the codes which are present on the DNA molecule copied on the mRNA molecule, so the mRNA molecule get that code or that message, get itself and transfer into the cytoplasms, and they added with the ribosome, so that they easily connect with the ribosome or rough endoplasmic reticulum to undergoes in the protein synthesis process. And the proper environment which was given by the protein synthesis, actually by the rRNA, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum, which have the ribosome, and the ribosome catalyze the protein synthesis process, the gene expression done by those. So later we will discuss in detail. So in this, the width of chromatin fiber approximately 11 nanometer, and when they again undergoes in condensation and form the nucleus solenoid structure. Here is the, again, that is nucleosome. These are the nucleosome. Actually, nucleosome arranged in the solenoid structure, and the width get changes from actually 11 nanometers to it changes into approximately 200 nanometer. Now in the packaging of DNA, because we already know the structure of double helical structure, the width of double helical structure actually 2 nanometer. 2 nanometer. When they wrap around the nucleosome or they converted into the nucleosome, they converted into the 11 nanometer structure, that is chromatin. Here is the chromatin fiber, or they become condensed once again to form the solenoid structure. Here is the solenoid structure of DNA molecule. Solenoid structure or become more condensed to form the 30 nanometer structure, and the 30 nanometer structure become more condensed to form more condensed on axis, that is also known as protein scaffolding. So that is the width of this structure about 300 nanometer, and the 300 nanometer become more condensed in the metaphase stage of the cell division, because during the metaphase stage they undergoes in the condensation for proper division of genetic material into the two cell. If the genetic material do not get divided during the cell division, so there are presence of so much complications in the newly formed cells or daughter cells. So daughter cells, or if the complications occur, or if the genetic material do not get divided fully in during the meiosis, so that complication divided in the next generation. Now the metaphase chromosome actually have the DNA actually have the highly condensed structure of DNA molecule. Here is the chromosome, and the width of only one chromatin fiber or one chromatid, actually 700 nanometer. So how the DNA molecule become more condensed during the formation of or during the structure, or during the metaphase, or during the cell division, or they undergoes in the condensation process for the proper division process, or for the proper division of the genetic material. If the process of condensation not done properly, so that the division of the genetic material could not takes place properly, or due to this reason the certain complications occur in the daughter cell, or daughter individual, or the offspring, or in the change in the genetic material can also pass in the next generation, or due to the next generation the whole individual or the whole generation come in danger. So there may be the possibility. So that's why the packaging is important, so important, and the packaging of DNA takes place around the histone protein. So in such a way that whenever need for protein synthesis, whenever need for regulation of gene expression, the small portion of DNA molecule get opens by the certain enzyme HAT or HTAC, or with the help of these enzymes the opening of DNA, small portion of opening of DNA molecule occur, or due to this reason the small portion of DNA molecule undergoes in transcription to form the mRNA, and mRNA have the every code for the protein synthesis, and they transfer into the nucleosome, or they transfer into the cytoplasm, and where they undergoes in protein synthesis, and the required protein or enzyme synthesized by the DNA molecule. Whenever there are need for synthesis of protein or need for gene expression, only that time the DNA molecule unwrap or opening of DNA molecule takes place. Now the overall packaging of DNA molecule on the histone protein we will discuss in the next class. So student, I hope you like this video. So keep listening and keep watching me. Thank you for listening and watching me.